How we doing today, man? Today was a really nice start to the day. I went live in the Discord. As you guys can see, we are up $454 across two accounts. That is about $900, which is really, really cool. I'll go over that trade, but I'm a little bit frustrated with how the day went because of everything else that transpired after. But I want to first start out by saying I'm proud of myself for stepping away. So, what am I hinting at here? Because I don't think I'm going to title it this way. I'm not even going to log back into my Tradeify to show you guys because just believe me, right? Just believe me. I could log in right now and show you. I just don't want to because if I log in, I might just see the red accounts and try and take another trade and make the money back. So, what ended up happening here, I'll go over that after the fact, but this is the screenshot. I just, on my accounts that I lost what, this is like close to 400. I lost money in those accounts. I was trying to, I'll go over the trades, and I'll go over the thing there. I want to go over my first trade that made me the money. And kind of just talk about this week and some reflections. There's a lot to learn from, and just, I'll go over it all here. So, anyways, market open, I took an amazing trade. We came into the day, right? We were opening the day. I was expecting market to actually sell off after we took out the highs, but we had this really, really nice liquidity sweep right near market open. It's on the 15-minute, right? We're in bullish structure in the higher time frame. We're in bullish structure, higher lows, S&T here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We swept nice liquidity here from yesterday's session. And then we get a 15-minute inversion right here. This was be a valid entry. I waited. I'll show the live video recording of my trade. And I'll explain through that. So I'll explain why I waited for my entry. So here we go. Okay, so we can watch this trade live as if I was actually taking it live, which I obviously did. So let's just skip a few seconds there. Okay, so market's about to open here. I'm on the live stream with the Discord. I wasn't ready to, I didn't really want to take this trade across all my Apex accounts, but I liked longs because it's very, very obvious market direction. Very nice V shape off open. We had midnight open above. We're about to inverse the 15-minute. I was going to maybe take a trade here. But I was like, oh, man, I don't know. Just so many accounts. Kind of nervous. Market starts displacing off open. I then go to my Alpha Futures accounts. And then you'll see my entry. So I'm looking around. I'm kind of just seeing it. I'm marking out this high, which I almost really missed my entry because of it. I look at the 1 minute. I'm like, wow, this looks really good. So I enter 5 contracts. I go take profit the high, and I put my stop right at the open of market. And the reason why I waited is because I had the same entry idea as market open. Market open is really volatile. So I don't like to get involved right at market open. I drag my stop to break even because we run this obvious swing high, right? And it's really open, market open. We could easily just manipulate and get close to this high right here, fail, come back down, and then sweep it. So I wanted to make sure I locked in break even at least and couldn't lose. And had an easy, nice take profit of $440 right there. So what I end up doing actually is just leave my stop in place. So I'm gonna make a little bit if it goes right, it's right at open. I waited to see if we were gonna displace. Because we started displacing, I was confident in my entry. I was happy with my stop loss placement. And then I was like, cool, let me just sell off 4 of the contracts out of the 5 I had. And then if it runs through, I'll show you guys how I manage this position. So I was like, man, we're gonna probably get stopped here at break even. But as soon as this candle closed here, I was very confident that we were going to run to take profit because this is just a really interesting signature that we get a lot. And then when we started running up and we took out this high, I wanted to lock in some profits, right? Because if you can get in the trade, you want to be quick. You want to lock in profits. So I locked in profits there. And then I just obviously need to run through. And then boom, we hit take profit. So we secured $352 on the day. $352. And then I was wanting to see it just rip through and just really run because you never know. Market open could do that. And then I just drag my stop loss to underneath this to this level because that's where my full take profit would be. So then I can just hit that home run, but I didn't really risk much, right? What did I risk? I risked it taking my take profit and then snapping down, I risked 40 to 50 bucks on the trade, but the upside was hundreds of dollars if it just kept running through. It obviously doesn't keep running through and it stops me out. So we end the day there on these accounts, right? Obviously. So I was really, really happy with that because just a great trade. And one thing I always say is that, you know, when you take a win, this is the problem with me trading a bunch of different accounts, not copy trading. The problem with trading a bunch of different accounts, like having accounts and not trading all the accounts at once, because then you start just sitting on the charts too long. And also, again, I'm not gonna blame live trading because that's a dumb excuse. Because I still made the mistakes, but why I've been kind of steering away from live trading the Discord and why I might continue to stay away from live trading in the future, even though I know people want to see me live trade. I just don't know if it's the best for me. And again, I'm not blaming live trading on my mistakes. I will take accountability for these mistakes. But I do have to be aware of different triggers. And man, I'm a little bit sick. Different triggers. And one of them is when I am trading live, right, I just sit on there too long. And I'm just looking at the charts. And if you look at the charts too long, you can get cooked. So this is my draws and liquidity for the day. This high right here and these highs, right? So what ends up happening, when we run this high, the day should be done. Really, when this high gets taken, the day could have been done. There were some nice entries, some continuations like around here, right, up to these highs. Then we start barcoding, and this is when I should be off the charts because I know that when we start barcoding, price gets less probable, or I should have not been looking for long. So my first mistake, my first trade, I told myself, oh, wow, this looks good. I'm going to go long and take a continuation inversion. And I tried the long right here. And I got stopped out here. And I lost about, I don't even know, like not much on just my 3 accounts. I didn't trade all of them. I traded my 3 because I was going for a winning day so I could get closer to a payout. Lost there. Then what happened? We dropped lower. I like this, actually. I still like this trade. We swept this in this low. We got a 30-second inversion. I got in here, got burnt, right? Lost again. So now I'm down, and then at this point, I go off those accounts, and I trade my Apex accounts, my 13 accounts. I tried to go long around here, end up getting stopped out, and then I end up chasing shorts and got out here because I was confident in this low, but it's still bad trading. And then I got back on my 3 accounts and got in here, and if I actually would have held, I would have made all my money back, but it was just chopping around a lot, and I got stopped at break even around here. So that's the recap of what happened there. Now we know what happened, right? So I went over what happened on these trades. But obviously that doesn't paint the real story, right? The real story is, that doesn't really give a clear picture on what actually happened, right? So this was our entry. I'm just going to put it on here for the thumbnail. On the accounts that we made the money on, right? But what happened, right? What was the actual issues with today, for me? Well, I should be done trading. I took my win, be done, right? I don't need to have a lane day. I don't need to flip the trade. I don't need to do all that. In the future, I just don't need to do all of it. And I got so caught up in wanting to make more money. I wanted the long out of this 5-minute to continue, and I lost. And it's not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is just the fact that I shouldn't have been involved. I shouldn't have been involved trading. I took my winner. Like, this is all I need. This is all I need. I made $900, and I wanted to make more. I wanted to get closer to a payout. It's like, it's dumb. But regardless, we made the decision. And then what happened? I couldn't accept the red day. So what am I proud about? I'm proud that I was able to step away and be done. I realized, or I knew the whole time that I was overtrading, revenge trading, but I sat there and I was like, okay, look, I'm down $130. The accounts, they're still like right underneath the payout buffer. If I get winning days, I just have to get 4 days of $50 wins, and I have to net positive $50 or $100 on these accounts. I can get a $500 plus payout from each account. That'll be $1,500 again. So I was like, man, I can't go and blow these accounts. I can't blow these accounts revenge trading tilting. I know I can come back and find a setup next week. So I'm really proud of myself for being able to stop in the action of revenge trading. I'm really disappointed that I even let myself get into that motion of revenge trading. I didn't take any crazy bad setups. I just took a lot of setups that I could have avoided, and I took a lot of emotional decisions. So it wasn't so much the setups I was trading that I was so frustrated about. It was more of just the emotional decisions I made while trading it. But again, I'm very proud of myself for stepping away down 133 because I very easily could have kept trading, and lost the entire account. And there would have been no reason, absolutely no reason, to lose basically $1,500 real dollars because these accounts are eligible for payouts if I just flip the winning days. So it would have been unexcusable to lose the accounts that way. So I'm very happy, very, very happy that I was able to just reason with myself and step away. Just very happy with that. It's frustrating, right? Because this was, we had a good week besides 2 days, but you can't go 60% with trading. It has to be 100%. And today, again, it was just the inability to take a red day, not wanting to lose progress. It's so difficult to get out of your own way. Also, I was up so good on these accounts that I was like, I'll just take it on these 3 accounts. Maybe I hit a $50 day. And I told myself I was going to stop if I lost the first trade, and I was just going to be done. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm risking $150 across the accounts, or $50 across 3. That's $150. Still be up on the day. Give it a chance. Maybe I could win. Maybe I don't. Regardless, I would get the trading day. I was just rationalizing these mistakes in my head, which is a bad thing. So just rationalizing, coping for bad decisions, giving myself the leeway to make bad decisions is a slippery slope. One of the biggest reflections of this week is look at today. I made $450. What happened this week? And, oh yeah, for people that just watch my YouTube, I did try and take 2 longs yesterday on these accounts, break even both times. Valid long, too early break even. That's a recap on there. But what happened this week? I lost $600 this week across both accounts, so $300. Did I really, when I look back at this week, you guys might notice something here. I have a $500 loss limit set, right? A lockout. It locks me out at $500. I've been using that. I used it here. It locked me out of my account that day, right? It locked me out of my account. Minus 500. Sucks. But what happened that week? Made the money, made the money, made the money, made the money. Made that money back on that week and came out ahead. What happened this week? I took a trade. I tried to get cute with the market. And we lost 1,000. I removed my stop loss I removed my personal daily loss limit, and I lost 1,000. Small decisions that make a big impact on the week, right? What would have happened if I got locked out at 500? It would have stunk because, wow, maybe I could have made it back if I just had $500 more risk. But what actually happens is I lose 1,030, 1,040. So I lose $540 more than we should have lost this week. $540. What happens there? We lose $500. What happens, right? 50, okay, that's 300, or no, like here and here, that's 500, that's $550 basically, right? Or no, $750. If we lost 500, trading terribly, revenge trading, taking bad subs, maybe even just taking a good sub and losing, I'll only be down 500 on the day because I have the risk settings in there. Because I removed the risk settings, I lost more, so I'm down $300 on the account for the week when I could have been up $250. That is a big swing, guys. That's a big swing. That's a difference. And it just shows, once again, that, look at my accounts. Look at my account days, right? The account's up $275. You look at all these green day, bang day, bang day, bang day, bang day, right? Banged here, small break even, bang, 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 bang. I've had 2 real losing days, and I'm barely in profit on the account, and I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 great days. That math doesn't add up. Even if I had 2 really bad days, the math still should be better in my favor because this should have been $500 more. I would be, guess what would have happened? Guess what would have happened if I just left the $500 risk? I would have made that basically all back today, minus 50. I would be $200 away from a payout. Now I'm still $500 away from a payout. Maybe more. Actually more. I'm $750 away from payout now because I have to still make back all the money I lost. So the point is, small mistakes. I mean, a big mistake, but small in the sense of it's one mistake. Oh, I just removed my stop loss. Oh, I just take another trade. It's just you cope your way into bad months, bad weeks. That's all it is. And then that same day, I blew 4 Apex accounts for no reason, literally no reason. Today, I could have ended the day here. What's the theme, right, on this day right here? We were break even this day. 2 days. Yesterday, I took a great trade on my Apex accounts, made $1,700, almost $1,800. Then I still felt the need to trade these accounts. I still took a good trade. I'm happy with the trades I took here. I'm not happy with how I managed them. I went break even early. I'll show you guys the trades. You already know. If you know yesterday's price action, you know which one I took. I took the inversions. You guys saw this one live. I closed it right away. Fine with that. But I took this inversion twice. I tried to take it twice. Here, when it got above this high, I went break even like a little scared baby. Got break even. Went in again because I was like, this looks really good. And got break even because I fell emotional and then locked my accounts. Not disappointed that I locked my accounts. This is a good trade. But what happened? I took this trade at market open on my Apex accounts. Banked. Market got bad. And what happened? I needed more. And I'm very good about not needing more, not FOMOing, not doing more whenever I'm done for the day on all my accounts. If I took this one on all my accounts, I'm not trading the rest of the day. But for whatever reason, whenever I don't take it across all my accounts, I start rationalizing. Oh, I'll just at least enter in these 3 accounts so I can get closer to the payout, or just get the day under my belt, right? You start rationing stuff that doesn't make any sense. So I need to work on that. I need to work on, if I'm going to trade more accounts, I made $900 today, but it wasn't enough for me. I never struggle with the greed of wanting more, but having more accounts and not trading them all at once makes me greedful, right? Because when I trade all my accounts, I took this win on these accounts. I didn't even consider taking another trade. But then I go and look at my Apex accounts. I just see a fat 0 there. I'm like, I could make a little progress here. I could get another winning day. And then I just dig myself into a grave that's unnecessary. So that's how these prop firms get you. That's how I get myself. That's how trading's so simple. If you just calm yourself down and make logical decisions. So I'm not going to sit here and beat myself up and trash myself and whatever. I'm happy with stepping away. I'm very happy about that because, that takes self-control that I lack a lot of times. I didn't have self-control to get there, but normally it's boom or bust. I either make it all back or I lose it all. And today I just lost a little bit. I'm happy with that. And I have to just actively every single day battle against this addiction in my brain of gambling tendencies, FOMO, revenge trading, wanting money, wanting payouts. I want these things so badly because, dude, man, I want to move to Madrid. I want to move out of my parents' house. I want to be able to afford a car. I don't even have a car. Literally, my parents aren't here, so I share a car with, and my brother's at work. I can't leave my house. I could go for a walk or something, but I can't go to the gym. It's kind of far. So I just chill at home all day and I do nothing. And it's like, I want to get myself out of my situation. I want to be able to afford to have a car. I don't need a supercar, but I just want to be able to afford a car. I can't afford a car payment right now. I don't have the consistency of income to even get approved. But you see what I'm saying? And this is not an excuse, but you have to recognize where it comes from. Me wanting to get that payout, me wanting to get another trade today is me just needing the progress quicker because I want to get out of my current living situation. I think that's a big problem a lot of people have. A lot of people have that problem with trading where it's like, that if you just had X, Y, and Z, that you could be doing different things. And I know that if I was making more money, I could live a better lifestyle. I could move out of my parents' house. I could get a car for myself. I could move to my dream location. I could do all these things that are like, wow, my life would feel great then. So you equate your dream life with money, which is somewhat true, and then you rush the process. So a day like today, I made $900, but it wasn't enough for me. I wanted more, and I got in with my other accounts, and then I lost, and I didn't want to end the day red, and I went on tilt, and then I ended up being able to step away. But it's just, you have to be aware of these things. It's very slippery slope, man. Trading, the psychology behind it's a very slippery slope, and you can just get very, 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 very bad spot quick if you allow yourself to just be thinking about the future and thinking about what you want. That's why I'm trying to get more payouts, because I want to stack more money, and I want to stack more accounts, I want to get more funding, and I want to get more payouts and bigger payouts, and then I can do all these things I want to do with my life. And it's just like, I'm not accepting the process. I'm not slowing down. I'm not just doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I think will help me get there quicker. And sometimes you think, well, maybe I could just get lucky this month. get this, and then boom, I could go on this trip. And then you can get these immediate gratification. Oh, I want to buy this. I want to buy this or that or the other. And, $1,000, even if you get lucky, still hits your bank account. So even if I got lucky today and got to a payout, right, it still does something for me, even though I got lucky. So then you can still reason, you cope with yourself. Oh, this is going to be the last time I gamble. This is going to be the last time. How many times, dude, I was sitting there today in this trade. I was in a long right here, and it was just like going back and forth. How many times I was like, man, if it just goes up a little bit, I'll just close the trade. And you kind of start reasoning with the market. You're like, oh, if it just goes up, I got in here. It's like, oh, if it's kept kind of stalling. It's like, man, if it just goes up to this gap, I'll get out. And then it goes up there and you don't get out because you get greedy. But how many times are you just sitting there like rationing with yourself or reasoning with yourself, and it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? You're rationalizing this. And it's like, there's so many times where I'm sitting there trading, or how many times do you tell yourself, you start gambling and you're about to get a payout and you're just like, you know what, like please God, just let me get this payout, and just like, man, if I get this payout, like I'll never revenge trade, I'll never break my rules again. Just let me get it this one time. Like, let me just break my rules one time. Let me just go against my plan one time. Just, if it works this time, I'm just doing this for the payout. But if I get the payout, it's all good. I'll just focus in. Or if I gamble and pass my eval for the first time, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if I pass my eval gambling, I'll lock in on the express. I'll lock in on the XFA. Like, I'll be disciplined. I'll do X, Y, and Z different. I just need it this one time. How many times have you done that? I've done that so many times where I was like, I literally told my parents one time, I was like, because I talked to my parents about my trading and all that stuff and the different problems I faced with trading. I'm like, man, Mom, if I can just pass this account. I remember before I'd ever passed a funded account, I was like, Mom, if I could just pass this account. Like, I'm so close. I'm $400 away from passing my first 50K top step account. If I just pass this account, like, I don't care how I do it. I just need to pass this one so I can just remove that from my mind and I can just get past that hurdle. I don't care if I get it bad or whatever. Like, I know I can trade. I just need this no matter what, at all costs. Guess what happened to that funded account? It got blown. Of course it got blown, because it's just, you can't do that. You can't ration yourself with, I'm going to break this rule and then I'm going to stop. I just need this to help me out one time. You can't. It's a slippery slope. It's very dangerous. It's the same thing that addicts use. It's the same mindset addicts have. I'm just gonna spark out one more time, right? Just because it's gonna help me with this, that, and the other, and I'll never do it again. How many times, bro? How many times are you gonna make this same excuse? I'm just gonna break my rules one more time. I just need this payout. I just need this past account. Oh, I just didn't deserve this loss. I'm just gonna make it back. How many times do you cope and say it's gonna be the last time? But it's never the last time. The last time is the last time. Not, oh my gosh, I'll never do this again. You can't do it ever. And that's the spot where I'm trying to get better at and trying to improve. So, code Diego on Apex, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, Alpha Futures, and Funded Next. I have a code with Funded Next as well now. Code DB on Tradeify. So if you guys like Tradeify, my code is DB on there, not Diego. Everything else is code Diego. So run up code Diego. Help your boy out. Christmas is coming up. I would love to be able to splurge on some Christmas gifts for my family if I could, and code Diego helps me out. So I love you guys. Always transparent and honest with you guys, but today was a day where I wish I didn't have to be, because it's embarrassing. But at least my title gets to be positive money, so I don't have to just get all the trolls. They're not going to see the losing day. They're not going to watch. The trolls aren't going to watch this video because I won. So I made more money than I lost today, so the trolls aren't going to even see this video. So only the real ones are watching this. Shout out you guys. Subscribe if you're new. Oh my gosh, a quarter is going into the jar because we have another 250 subscribers. 7,250 subscribers, which is just unbelievable. We have this quarter's sick. This quarter is sick. It looks like a NASA person or Amelia Earhart. I don't know. Looks like some lady that's about to go to space or in a plane. But that goes into the quarter. 7,250 subscribers. Subscribe, man. I'm trying to hit 10K. Like the video. Let me know how you guys' week went. How is December looking for you guys? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not excited? I'm not too stoked. I think this is going to be like the last decent week of price action in December. I think it's all going to be trash after that. But who knows? I'm going to show up. I'm going to do my thing. Hopefully it goes better. But I'm not really too stoked about December. How does your week go? How are you looking for the rest of the year? And I will see you guys in the next one. Code Diego on all prop firms except for Tradeify, code DB. So code Diego and DB. I'm sorry. I have to. But I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Love you guys. Tell somebody you love them. Remember, if you had a bad week trading, it's just trading. It's not that deep and doesn't make you a bad person. So, My OCDs make me get this video to 25 minutes on the dot. I'll see you guys in 3, 2, 1.